Hare Krishna. The Gita calls for not emotionless living but for purposeful living. Sometimes some people say that the Bhagavad Gita asks us to stay equipoised amidst happiness and distress, honor and dishonor, pain and pleasure. So won't this make our life emotionless? Actually, rather than seeing what our life is less of, we need to focus on what our life becomes full of when we study the Gita, when we live according to the Gita, and our life becomes purposeful. And that purpose, when it is fulfilled, that brings a far greater emotional joy, emotional fulfillment than what we may have sacrificed when we stayed equipoised amidst ups and downs. So, even from this world, some simple examples to illustrate this. Sometimes, say, a cricketer is playing, and then the cricketer is batting, and some opponents come and start sledging. They basically insult, taunt. Now, if the cricketer gets agitated by that, then that agitation will distract from the performance, and the batsman will get out quickly, and then the performance is lost. But if the batsman neglects that sledging and focuses, is purposeful, okay, I have come here to bat, I will bat, then the batsman can achieve, can score well, and then say after a high class performance, then there is a far greater emotion, far greater satisfaction that comes by that. Now of course the example is material, but the point is that we have to neglect some emotions even in an activity like sports, whose goal is actually to experience emotions. Players play so that they can perform wonderfully, and then they can jump up and down in the material version of ecstasy, and they can just hug each other and pounce on each other and carry a champion all around the sports. And the sports fan also want emotions. But even in the sports, to actually reach to the level of experiencing the far greater emotion of success or victory, success, they need to curb some other emotions. So similarly, actually, we need to see that when the spiritualists focus on spiritual truth, then it is what they are full of. The Bhagavad Gita argues us, for example, that the devotees, in the 12th chapter it is said that those devotees who are focused on Krishna, that yo na rishyati na dveshati na shochati na kamshati. So, that those who are not elated, those who are not frustrated, they are fixed in Krishna. So actually, by their refusal to get worked up with small things, the devotees show their dedication to the big thing, and this dedication pleases Krishna, and when he is pleased, he reciprocates by stimulating our spiritual sensibility, by activating the emotions of the soul. And when those emotions get activated and directed towards Krishna in a reciprocation of love, then that brings far greater fulfillment than what is possible through the most pleasant, most delightful sensations at the material level. So the Bhagavad Gita is not talking about giving up emotions, but per se, it is talking about giving up small emotions so that we can relish the biggest emotion. Small emotions refer to emotions related with small things, and the biggest emotions refer to the emotions related with Krishna. So when we focus on Krishna and try to serve Krishna and make that the purpose of our life, then that purposefulness enables us to recognize other things, material things which come and go, as not very consequential, and that's how we become distracted from it. So first, by becoming purposeful, we become not emotionless, but rather we become free from distracting emotions. And the more we become purposeful, the more we become focused on Krishna, the more we experience higher, deeper, richer emotions, emotions that last forever and emotions that fulfill forever. Thank you. Hare Krishna.